你好，歡迎 Hello and welcome. Today is our 16 measurement. Measurement is pretty important as we already learned numbers in Cantonese, and measurement always goes with our numbers. So first, let me just explain what measurement is in Cantonese. So in English, we have countable and uncountable things. If we have some countable things, while counting them, we can just use numbers before the countable things. And if a thing is not countable, usually we need some classifiers, which is known as the measurement here, or a container for uncountable things. For example, bread is not countable, so we can use a classifier or measurement to measure it. One slice of bread. And one more example, water is also uncountable, so we can use a container, for example, a glass. One glass of water. So we need either measurement or containers to make uncountable things countable. But Cantonese is pretty different. No matter for uncountable or countable things, we need measurement always before them and after the number. I'll repeat that again. In English, for uncountable things, we need to use measurement or containers to measure them. But in Cantonese, for all the things, we need either measurement or containers between the number and the thing. So for example, one person is already correct in English, but in Cantonese we have to say, let's say, a piece of person. And different things, we have different measurement. So we use different containers for different things, no matter countable or uncountable. Between the number and the thing, we always need measurement. And for example, banana, in English we can say banana, but in Cantonese you have to say one slice of banana, so something like that. All right. So the majority of measurement is one character. So when you hear someone talking in Cantonese, once you hear a number and you hear a thing, usually in between there is one character for the measurement. And another thing you have to pay attention to, when counting numbers without things, we use E for number 2. But if we have measurement to count actual things, we have to say 兩 for number 2. So for example, we have 兩個人. 兩個人. 兩 is 2. 個 is the measurement for person, like a piece of person. 人 is person. But one thing which makes Cantonese easier compared to English and other languages is that singular and plural form, they are both the same. So it's like in English, we have one fish, two fish, one sheep, two sheep. These are not changing. And in Cantonese, all things are the same, no matter for 1, 2, or more. Okay, so here are some usually used measurement for the normal things that we see every day. And please follow the table and listen to our audio.
呢本書，呢本書，呢件衫，呢件衫，呢部手機，呢部手機，呢個袋，呢個袋，嗰個 report，嗰個 report，嗰張表，嗰張表，嗰個人，嗰個人，嗰間公司，嗰間公司，你喺邊間公司做？你喺邊間公司做？ 你 book 咗邊間酒店？你 book 咗邊間酒店？佢買咗邊部手機？佢買咗邊部手機？我哋去邊個地方露營？我哋去邊個地方露營？我哋去邊個國家旅行？我哋去邊個國家旅行？你去邊個城市出差？你去邊個城市出差？
And you noticed that we used one character, 個 for measurement. For example, 一個人, a person. And for a lot of countable entities, if you're not sure which measurement to use, you can just use 個 instead. Though it is pretty easy, but I'm not recommending you guys use this only, because if you use this only, maybe for speaking it is okay, but to listen and to understand what local people are talking about, of course, you need to master all the frequently used measurement, just like the ones listed in the table just now, so that in this case, you will not have problems both in speaking as well as listening. So here is the second part, and when we ask for things like I want to use your computer for a while, something like that, so these are pretty useful sentence patterns. So let's go through them one by one. 聽，我想用一用你個電腦。我想用一用你個電腦。想 is want to do something before a verb, and I'm not explaining the usage of 想 here in details because it is going to be covered in our following lessons, so you just need to know 想 means want to do before verb or verb phrases. Second is 用 means use, and in lesson 10 daily activities we already learned if we repeat the verb once and by putting 一 in between is a polite way to say something. So 用一用 and 用 means the same, but the second sounds more polite. 你個電腦 equals to 你嘅電腦。Get, the red character in the second part means someone's, like Lily's book, right? Billy's computer. And in Cantonese, get can be replaced by measurement. 個 is the measurement for almost every countable entities. So here, 你個電腦 equals to 你嘅電腦. In Cantonese, this is also very frequently used. So apart from get, which is pretty easy, you also need to remember 個 can be used for countable entities as the measurement and between the person and the thing that belongs to. So in between, we can either use get and the measurement. So get can be replaced, and this is a very local and native way to say someone's something, so you need to master that to be native enough. 譬如 for example, we have 我嘅書 my book, 或者你可以講 or you can also say 我本書 because 本 in our table listed before, 本 is the measurement for brochures or books. One more example, 我嘅鎖匙。你可以講 you can say 我條鎖匙。我條鎖匙。Both of them mean my key. Okay, and here is another table. We use pink color for the measurement, so you need to pay extra attention to pink characters as well as the pink pronunciation. So we use the measurement to replace get. And here are the useful phrases. You can listen to the audio and follow the table again.
佢嘅仔，佢個仔，佢嘅女，佢個女，佢嘅老公，佢個老公，佢嘅老婆，佢個老婆，佢嘅袋，我嘅袋，我個袋，我嘅銀包，我個銀包，我嘅尿袋，我個尿袋。
繼續 continue。麻煩你俾個尿袋我。麻煩你俾個尿袋我。麻煩你 is already taught in our lesson 10, means excuse me. And 俾我 is to give me. So when giving something to someone, we use 俾 to give, followed by the numbers and the measurement, if any, then followed by something and someone. So it's to give a certain number or amount of things to someone. The order and structure is the same as in English. And for example, if we want to say, could you please give me a piece of paper? 你可以講, you can say, 麻煩你俾一張紙我。麻煩你俾一張紙我。俾 is to give. 一張 is a piece of paper. 紙 could be tissue or paper. So 一 is one, but it could be omitted if it's in the middle of the sentence, like here. 一張 is one piece of paper, and because it's not at the beginning of the sentence, it's in the middle of the sentence, so we can omit 一 one. And this sentence also equals to 麻煩你俾張紙我。麻煩你俾張紙我。Now let's see this, that, these, and those. It is also a bit different compared to English. The structure is ni followed by measurement, then the noun, means this. And go followed by measurement, then the noun, means that. So, English, we can say this person, that person. But in Cantonese, in between, we need to use measurement, like number, measurement, and the thing. So if we want to say this person, in Cantonese, we should say 呢個人. That person is 嗰個人. Pay extra attention to the second line. First 嗰, second 個. Tones are different. Needy, these, and you don't need measurement again. 嗰啲. So as I mentioned, 嗰 without the little square on the left hand side means measurement for countable entities, but with a square, it means that or those. So if plural forms like two or more than two, we use needy, 嗰啲, then followed by nouns directly. But if it's singular form, then in between we have to use measurement. 邊 means which, to ask a question. Like which person, we need to say 邊一個人或者 or 邊個人. So always remember which, this, that, between the thing and this, that, which, we have to use the measurement. 邊啲 no measurement. Okay, here is a table again and audio time again. So we listed a lot of useful phrases, this, that, these, those, followed by frequently used nouns.
呢本書，呢本書，呢件衫，呢件衫，呢部手機，呢部手機，呢個袋，呢個袋，嗰個 report，嗰個 report。嗰張表，嗰張表，嗰個人，嗰個人，嗰間公司，嗰間公司。你喺邊間公司做？你喺邊間公司做？你 book 咗邊間酒店？你 book 咗邊間酒店？佢買咗邊部手機？佢買咗邊部手機？我哋去邊個地方露營？我哋去邊個地方露營？我哋去邊個國家旅行？我哋去邊個國家旅行？你去邊個城市出差？你去邊個城市出差
？Okay, that's all for my sharing for today. The last lesson is pretty easy, numbers, but with the measurement, I know it's a bit complex, but no worries. You can always see the videos and repeat till you can recite. 好，咁我哋今日就學到呢度。